Hi, I'm Janina and this is Janinagans. Today I'm working on making a case for my Kindle Scribe. I couldn't find anything that was speaking to me, so I just decided to buy a clear one and make my own. I remembered that I had a Trapper Keeper that I bought from Walmart a few years ago, and I thought it would be fun to use this graphic for this case so that I can take my Trapper Keeper with me everywhere. And I'm going to be using this main large graphic. All I have to do is measure the size of this case, and then I'm going to have my Cricut cut that shape out and we'll pop it in here. So the first step is going to be to remove this. This is going to be a little bit sad because I have to completely destroy this binder. There it is. Now I'm going to measure the dimensions of my case using my mat. 8 by 9, give or take, so we'll micro adjust that once we get into the Cricut. I'm going to try to find a shape that looks like this, which yes, it's a rectangle, but it's got curves on the corners. So I'm going to look for that in Design Space under Shapes. And we can pretty much use this guy right here. And then we just have to enter the dimensions. Okay, that's our shape. If you look at this graphic, there's a lot more of the blue, but I want to make sure it's nice and balanced because this is a smaller shape. So I'm gonna take a look at this. Try to kind of loosely find the spot where I want to make the cut on here. It would be fun to keep the Mead logo on there. I don't know if I can get that precise though. It's pretty close to the edge. Okay, so we're looking at cutting in the upper left edge. And this is always the tricky thing with Cricut because you can't get super precise on where you want to cut. You kind of have to eyeball how you place this on your mat. I only get one shot at this because I only have the one graphic. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a dummy version just to make sure that my measurements were good. Maybe a tiny bit big. All right, let's see. That's pretty beautiful. It's a different lighter paper than what the final cut will be, but that size works. We're going with it. Now, I have to put it on the mat in this orientation. Got it loaded up. And now I have to change the orientation of it on here. We're gonna move it all the way to the corner because we want to get this logo on there. We can kind of audition the orientation here. Looks pretty balanced between the blue and the pink, so I think we just gotta go for it. And I'm gonna say heavy cardstock for this. That came so close to cutting the M off, but we were safe. Ooh, it's a little tight. No, we're good. We're good. But we're not done yet because I want to make the logo and put that on here too. So for that, I'm going to use permanent white vinyl and basically create a sticker that's going to sit on top of this. I grabbed some elements already off of Google. I've got the Trapper Keeper logo, and I created a border in Canva, which is my preferred program to work in. That looked a lot like the border on here. I'm going to change the color of the rectangle to blue just to differentiate it a little bit. And we can change the line to white, which is the material we're cutting out of. I want the line to be on the right, so I'm going to align it center vertically. We can change the Trapper Keeper logo to white as well. And I'm going to turn it sideways, just like it is on the binder. Bring in a square and cover the Trapper Keeper portion because I'm going to slice that out of the line so that there's room for the logo. We can just delete all that extra stuff. Beautiful. Take the whole thing and rotate it. All right, so I can delete the background. I like to take it all the way up until when things get complicated, and then I cut it. That's ready to go. Now we just gotta find the placement. Mainly, gotta make sure it's straight and that the left and right have a similar spacing. That looks pretty good. Stick that down. Uh-oh. I hope this transfer tape isn't too sticky for this paper. No. Always a risk. Okay, we're good. Looks pretty good. Okay, final reveal. Ah! That turned out so good. Oh my gosh. I love it. Technically, this is my first Trapper Keeper because I never had one as a kid. Did not think it had enough compartments or storage for me, so I was more of a 5-star binder type of girl. I'm really happy with how that turned out. And I did see that you can still buy these Trapper Keepers. I know Amazon sells them, although they were cheaper at Walmart, I remember. So I'll link all that below, and I'll link my Cricut file in case you want to try your hand at this. If you do use a different case or you're making this for a different device, all you need to do is measure that and do a few test cuts before you fully commit to the Trapper Keeper. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you really liked it, maybe you could even subscribe. I'll catch you guys next week. Bye.